The executive order that shocked the basketball world and changed the 2026 season forever. Why the Inner Circle is the only place for the real truth about the league purge. Chennedy Carter's final strike and the leaked locker room evidence that ended her career. DiJonai Carrington's pattern of disrespect and the hidden fines that forced Silver's hand. Marina Mabrey's toxic influence and the secret trade details that proved she was a liability. How these three players nearly tanked the multi-billion-dollar media rights deal with their behavior.
Yo, if you love real basketball stories, deep dives, and the drama behind the game, you're in the right place. But if you want to take it to the next level, hit that join button. Members get exclusive content, early access, and behind-the-scenes drops you won't see anywhere else. Plus, you're directly supporting the channel and helping us bring you even better content. So if you rock with Basketball Spilled, become a member today. Let's keep the game alive.
The forensic breakdown of the legal maneuvers used to void their contracts for good. A new era for the WNBA that prioritizes professionalism over locker room drama. The hammer has officially dropped, and the WNBA will never be the same again. Adam Silver has finally stepped in to do what the front offices were too scared to do themselves. The 2026 season is starting with a massive void because three of the most toxic players in the history of the sport have been purged. This isn't a suspension, and this isn't a temporary benching. This is a lifetime ban from the league for conduct that was so destructive it threatened the entire financial future of women's basketball. The news hit the wires at 3 in the morning, and by sunrise, the lockers were already being cleared out. No one saw this coming, but everyone knew it was necessary. The league was rotting from the inside out because of these three individuals. They thought they were bigger than the game, and they thought they could hold the league hostage with their drama and their locker room antics. They were wrong. The era of the toxic superstar is over. The era of accountability has arrived. Adam Silver made it clear that if you are a cancer to the culture, you are gone. There are no more second chances, and there are no more excuses. The evidence is overwhelming, and the decision is final. These players are officially banned for life, and they will never step foot on a WNBA court again. Before we dive into the forensic evidence of this total meltdown, you need to join the people who actually care about the truth. The mainstream media is going to lie to you and tell you these players were victims of a system. They are going to try and protect the reputations of people who tried to destroy the league. We don't do that here at Basketball Spilled. We give you the raw facts and the leaked details the league wants to keep hidden. Hit that subscribe button right now and join the Inner Circle. Our Inner Circle members get an exclusive weekly documentary that goes even deeper into the scandals the WNBA tries to bury. If you want to support the investigation and help us keep exposing the rot in the front offices, use the hype button and the super thanks. We're the only ones standing against the league's narrative, and we need the truth seekers to stand with us. This is your chance to be part of the most exclusive circle in sports media. Join us now or stay in the dark with the rest of the casuals. The anchor of this purge is a name that has become synonymous with locker room toxicity, and that is Chennedy Carter. For years, we watched as she bounced from team to team, leaving a trail of destruction in her wake. She was sent home by the Atlanta Dream, and she was pushed out of other organizations because she simply could not be a professional. But the 2025 season was the final straw. We have obtained leaked audio from the Chicago locker room that proves Carter was the primary reason for the total collapse of that team's chemistry. She didn't just disagree with her teammates, she actively sought to undermine them. She was seen screaming at coaching staff during private practices, and she even physically intimidated younger players who were trying to learn the system. The league office has been building a file on her for 18 months, and it is thick with violations. She wasn't just a problem on the court with her hard fouls and her dirty play style, she was a nightmare behind closed doors. She refused to follow team protocols, and she went out of her way to create a hostile work environment. The legal team at the league office found a clause in her contract that allowed for immediate termination for conduct detrimental to the business of the WNBA. They didn't just terminate her contract, they voided her eligibility for life. Silver realized that allowing her to stay was a liability that the league could no longer afford. She was a ticking bomb, and she finally exploded. The second player on the purge list is DiJonai Carrington. Carrington has spent the last 2 years focusing more on her social media presence and her personal beefs than her actual performance on the court. She became a distraction that the league could no longer tolerate. The investigation revealed that Carrington was involved in a series of off-court incidents that never made the highlight reels. We're talking about secret fines that were issued for showing up late to team flights and refusing to participate in mandatory league marketing events. She thought she was a brand, but she was actually a burden. The evidence shows that Carrington was actively recruiting other players to skip league-sanctioned events in a move that looked like a soft strike. She was trying to organize a mutiny against the very league that gave her a platform. When the league office found out about her secret meetings with other disgruntled vets, they knew they had to act fast. She wasn't just being a difficult player, she was trying to dismantle the league's corporate structure from within. She mocked the stars of the league, and she created a culture of disrespect that was starting to bleed into the younger generation. Adam Silver saw the metrics, and he saw the damage she was doing to the brand. He decided to cut the cord before she could do any more damage. She is gone, and she is never coming back. The third name on this list might surprise some people, but those who have been paying attention saw it coming. Marina Mabrey has been purged from the 2026 season because of her role in a series of toxic locker room exchanges that led to multiple trade demands. Mabrey has a reputation for being one of the most difficult personalities in the league. She doesn't just play hard, she plays mean, and that mean spirit follows her into the locker room. The secret trade details that we have uncovered show that teams were practically giving her away just to get her out of their building. No one wanted her because they knew she would eventually turn on the organization. She was a master of passive-aggressive behavior, and she would use her influence to isolate certain players. She was the architect of a divided locker room, and she thrived on the chaos. The league finally had enough when Mabrey was caught in a heated exchange with a league official during a private meeting about player conduct. She showed zero remorse and zero respect for the authority of the office. Silver realized that Mabrey was a repeat offender who had no intention of changing. She was a cancer that had metastasized, and the only solution was a total purge. She is officially out of the league, and her career is in the trash where it belongs. These three players nearly tanked the multi-billion-dollar media rights deal that the WNBA just signed. The networks were looking at the data, and they saw that the constant drama and the toxic behavior of players like Carter and Carrington were turning off the core audience. The fans don't want to see a shit show every night. They want to see high-level basketball. The advertisers were complaining about the negative press and the constant technical fouls. They didn't want their brands associated with players who had zero class and zero professionalism. The financial karma finally caught up to them. The league was losing millions in potential revenue because these three individuals were making the league look like a joke. The forensic breakdown of the league's finances showed a clear correlation between the antics of these players and a dip in jersey sales and ticket engagement for their respective teams. They were costing people money, and in the world of professional sports, that is the ultimate sin. You can be a jerk if you are a superstar, but if you are a role player with a superstar ego, you are going to get cut. Silver did the math, and he realized the league would be much more profitable without them. The process of the purge was a masterpiece of legal maneuvering. The league didn't just fire them, they used a morals clause that is rarely invoked in professional sports. This clause allows any player to engage in a pattern of behavior that brings the league into disrepute. The lawyers worked through the night to ensure that there was no way for the players' union to fight this. They had mountains of evidence, including witness statements from team trainers and security staff who had seen the abuse firsthand. These weren't just minor disagreements. These were documented cases of verbal assault and physical intimidation. One trainer reported that Chennedy Carter had threatened them after a game because they didn't have the right brand of water available. This is the kind of garbage that these players thought they could get away with. They treated people like dirt, and they thought their talent would protect them. But their talent wasn't enough to outweigh the massive headache they caused. The legal documents prove that the league has the right to protect its business interests, and these three players were an active threat to those interests. The reaction inside the league has been one of quiet relief. The other players who actually want to play basketball and grow the game are happy to see the trash taken out. They were tired of having to answer questions about their teammates' toxic behavior. They were tired of the drama and the distractions. For too long, the WNBA has allowed a small group of loud and unprofessional individuals to dictate the narrative. That ended today. The locker rooms are going to be a lot quieter and a lot more professional in 2026. The focus is finally back on the court where it belongs. The players who were purged are trying to act like they are victims of a conspiracy, but the facts don't lie. They had every opportunity to change, and they chose to double down on their toxicity. They fucked around and they found out. The league is moving on, and it is moving on without them. This is the new standard for the WNBA, and anyone who doesn't like it can find another job. The 2026 season is going to be a turning point for the sport. With the toxic trio gone, the league can finally focus on the incredible talent of the players who actually respect the game. We're going to see a level of competition that hasn't been possible because of the constant locker room infighting. The fans are going to get a better product, and the players are going to get a better environment. Adam Silver has sent a clear message to every player in the league, from the rookies to the vets. Professionalism is not optional. If you think you can act like a thug and keep your job, you are sadly mistaken.
The Purge of 2026 will be remembered as the moment the WNBA finally grew up. It will be remembered as the moment the league chose its future over its past. These three players are now footnotes in history, and they serve as a warning to anyone else who thinks they are bigger than the WNBA. The investigation into the league's culture is still ongoing, and we are hearing that there might be more names added to the Purge list before the season starts. We are tracking every lead, and we are going to keep bringing you the truth, no matter how much the league tries to hide it. These players thought they could get away with anything, but they forgot that the cameras are always rolling and the leaks are always flowing. They destroyed their own reputations, and they have nobody to blame but themselves. They were the architects of their own downfall, and they deserve every bit of the fallout. The WNBA is finally cleaning house, and it is about damn time. The trash has been taken to the curb, and the league is ready for a fresh start. This was a long time coming, and the fact that it took this long is the only real scandal here. The signs were there from the beginning, but the league wanted to be nice. They wanted to give these players the benefit of the doubt, but you can't be nice to a cancer. You have to cut it out. Silver finally found his backbone, and he did what had to be done. The financial health of the league is now secure, and the reputation of the WNBA is being restored, piece by piece. The players who are left are the ones who truly care about the game and the fans. They are the ones who are going to lead this league into the future. As for the three who were purged, they can spend their 2026 season watching from the sidelines, just like the rest of us. Their time in the spotlight is over, and their legacy is one of shame and unprofessionalism. They have the world at their feet, and they threw it all away for a few moments of ego and drama. We will continue to monitor the situation and bring you any updates on the legal battles that are sure to follow. But don't expect the league to back down. They have the evidence, and they have the public on their side. The era of the locker room cancer is officially dead and gone. The 2026 season is going to be the biggest and best season in the history of the WNBA, and it is all thanks to this massive purge. The league is finally free of the weight that was holding it back. The future is bright, and it is a future without Chennedy Carter, DiJonai Carrington, and Marina Mabrey. They wanted to be the center of attention, and now they're getting exactly what they asked for, just not in the way they expected. The final buzzer has sounded on their careers, and there is no coming back from this. They can complain, they can tweet, and they can try to sue, but the truth is already out there. They were toxic, they were unprofessional, and they were a danger to the league. Adam Silver did the right thing, and the basketball world owes him a debt of gratitude. The purge is complete, and the league is finally clean. This is the end of the line for the most hated trio in the sport. They chose their path, and now they have to live with the consequences of their actions. The 2026 season is here, and the trash has been officially cleared out of the building.